Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive.
It's great to be here.
Today, we're embarking on something truly unique. We're not just sifting through articles or research papers.
No, definitely not.
We're plunging into this incredibly rich narrative, a story that feels, almost like a foundational myth.
It really does have that weight to it.
Our mission today, to take this compelling saga of gods and mortals and really uncover its most potent insights.
Giving you that shortcut to understanding a world just brimming with, well, surprising twists about destiny, identity.
And the profound power of connection. It's going to be fascinating.
Absolutely. Our subject is the extraordinary journey of Matilda. She's a character whose life, her magic, her destiny, it just defies any simple categorization.
Especially in this world packed with gods and mortals.
Right. We'll delve into how her mixed heritage and these really extraordinary experiences don't just shape her.
They forge her.
Exactly. They actively forge her into a being unlike any other, truly unprecedented in her world. We'll explore the fascinating evolution of her powers, those pivotal relationships.
And the surprising turns of fate across these three distinct realms she navigates.
Yeah, should be quite the exploration.
Okay, let's unpack this right from the beginning, because Matilda's very existence is, well, it's a blend of opposing forces, isn't it? A living paradox.
It truly is.
Imagine being born to Xenia, an underling goddess. So think of her as part of this pantheon tied to, like, deep magic primal forces.
The hidden depths, yeah. Ruling over winter, fire, and cunning. Quite the combination.
And then her father, Theo, he's a skyward god, representing the celestial, the orderly, the more rigid side.
Often, yes. The hierarchies of the heavens. He's a god of summer, oaths, and dusk.
So winter and summer, cunning and oaths. What does that specific blend imply about her right from the start? Does it just set her up for conflict?
That's a really core question to her whole story. Her conception itself is this balancing act of elements.
And what's fascinating, you mentioned she's initially nameless.
Yes. Her mother, Xenia, actually considers waiting, for Matilda's magic to define itself before giving her a name, as if destiny needs to show its hand first.
Wow.
It's Bade, the god of war, who later becomes her salt-sworn ally, and this is like a deeply sacred oath of loyalty in this world.
More than just a friend.
Oh, much more. It's binding. He gives her the name Matilda, just like that, no hesitation.
So that early lack of a name, plus the dual heritage, it hints that her destiny isn't maybe set in stone.
Precisely. It's not predestined in the usual way. It's more like something she has to actively define for herself. A blank slate, really.
So she's not just a product of her parents, but maybe a vessel for something entirely new. She starts as a herald, a messenger.
Essentially, yes. A messenger between these powerful, often clashing realms.
But her mother, Xenia, she had a pretty specific and kind of harsh vision for her, didn't she? Something about growing up quickly.
Like iron, yes.
Yes.
Suggesting a really demanding path forged in resilience right from the get-go.
And that's where Bade comes in again, with the training.
Absolutely. Her early training under Bade is all about making her strong. He's reluctant at first, apparently.
But that salt-sworn vow forces his hand.
It mandates it. He has to teach her how to fight and defend herself, be a loyal ally, even if it costs him everything.
So this isn't just swordplay. It's deeper.
It's foundational to her resilience later on. It's about internalizing that warrior's discipline, that loyalty. It becomes part of her core identity.
Even when she starts diverging from the path others set for her.
Especially then.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. This is where we see her forging her own path so early.
The dream scrolls.
Exactly. Even as a child,
Yeah.
she's not just, waiting around. She secretly devours Alva's dream scrolls.
And these aren't just texts. They're enchanted artifacts allowing her to literally experience mortal dreams.
Unfiltered glimpses into their minds. It's her first kind of unofficial deep dive into the mortal realm, all on her own.
And this self-directed learning, it's absolutely crucial. Alva, the goddess of dreams, gives her this unique perspective.
Letting her understand mortals on a much deeper level than other divines.
Way deeper. Many gods just dismiss them, right? Fragile, like milk teeth, as the text says. But Matilda sees their hopes, their fears, their loves. It makes them real to her. This insight becomes invaluable later.
Fostering a connection that really defines her choices.
Fundamentally, sets her apart from that often detached, cynical view of other gods.
And while she's exploring dreams back in the divine courts, there's this other fascinating mechanism, divine poison.
Ah, yes. Not lethal to gods, can't even make them sick, apparently.
But it forces them to speak only truth, Well, it's in their system.
Exactly. And we see Xenia drink it specifically to learn about Matilda's place, her standing in the court.
Wow, the lengths a mother will go to understand or maybe control her child's fate.
It really shows that. But it also highlights the intrinsic, almost physical power of truth in this hierarchy.
So even gods bend to its power. They can't lie under its influence.
A lie would literally burn their tongue, turn their voice to smoke. It forces adherence to this objective reality.
Which suggests even these incredibly powerful beings have rules they have to follow.
Absolutely. Unlike mortals who grapple with subjective truths or, choose to mislead, it raises that question, doesn't it?
What other truths might be hidden if not for something like this?
Or what conflicts might have been avoided. It underscores that divine power isn't absolute. It has limits, accountability.
Then things take a really dark turn for Matilda. She faces this profound loss early on.
A true crucible moment, yeah.
Her mother, Xenia, is killed by Fleera, the goddess of revelry and coin.
That's right. Fleer had clawed her way up to the high court through violence, betrayed Xenia.
And Matilda has to flee. She goes from the underling realm straight to the skyward realm.
From one parent's domain to the other, but under the absolute worst circumstances.
And Xenia's death, that's obviously a massive turning point.
Huge. It's a brutal lesson in divine politics, the consequences of power. It forces Matilda out of her comfort zone into this new, often hostile realm where her father is.
Forcing her to adapt, grow up even faster.
Exactly. It's not just personal tragedy, it's political upheaval. Throws her right into the deep end of divine scheming. Survival now needs cunning, alliances, not just power.
And her father, feeble. He's not exactly rolling out the welcome mat, is he?
No, far from it. He subjects her to a public whipping with these things called ethereal scales.
Which aren't just scales. They cut through anything, even the mind, the heart of a god.
That's how they're described. It's incredibly brutal, a public shaming meant to correct her from her own father.
But Rowena, fate herself, steps in, prevents it from being fatal.
Yes, a crucial intervention.
Is that protection, though? Does it limit her agency in some way, or is it more like guidance?
That's a really sharp observation. I'd argue it's not limiting. This whole ordeal, the public shaming, the soul-rending power used against her, it's a crucible.
Forcing her to see her own resilience, and maybe the limits of her father's love.
Precisely. And the harshness of that skyward court, Rowena's intervention, it's subtle, but it's this powerful hint that Matilda's fate is bigger, more complex than even that court can control.
Like she's protected by something beyond them.
Exactly. Not to remove her agency, but to ensure she can fulfill a destiny that maybe only fate truly gets. It confirms she's meant for more.
And it's through these awful trials, these betrayals, that her really unique powers start to emerge, right?
Yes, this is where we see the soul-bearer ability surface.
When she goes into the wasteland, this desolate place between life and death.
That's the one. And she brings Vincent's brother, Nathaniel, back from the dead.
Which is just unparalleled.
Yeah.
Astonishing. It feels like this changes everything, not just for her, but for the whole cosmic order.
It absolutely is an aha moment for her and for us. Her constellation, that visual sign of her divine power, grows to 12 points.
And she gets the title Soul Bearer.
Definitive. Signifying power far beyond just being a herald. She's literally bridging life and death. It's so rare, so profound.
Even the gatekeeper acknowledges it.
Even the ancient gatekeeper of the wastes, the guardian of that passage, recognizes how extraordinary it is. The act itself alters the rules everyone else lives by.
Even the gods.
Especially the gods. It challenges the very order. If a herald can defy that ultimate boundary, what does that mean for the gods who maintain it?
It's not just a miracle. It's like a paradigm shift. Rewriting existence.
You've got it. It forces this total reevaluation of divine power.
So her power literally redefines power itself. And her journey is so deeply tied to Vincent, the mortal lord she saw in those dreams way back when.
Oh, we're circling back to him.
She finds his bloodstained prayer buried for her. That fuels her determination.
A powerful, tangible connection across realms.
And she eventually returns from the skyward realm specifically to protect him from his treacherous uncle, Grimald.
Yes, a direct intervention.
Even faking a marriage to secure his safety?
Yeah.
That's clever. Divine power meets mortal cunning.
It's a brilliant tactical move. Shows her cunning, her sophisticated grasp of mortal alliances, mortal customs.
Using their rules to her advantage.
Exactly. Using that perceived binding nature of marriage as a shield. It shows she can influence things with magic and wit, strategy and empathy.
Understanding both divine and human societies, it's a key step for her, forging her own path outside traditional divine roles.
Definitely.
Then comes the battle for Windrift. Super intense, a real test for her.
A major confrontation.
Warren, the god of rivers, allies with Grimald. They plan to use enchanted river slippers to cross the riverbed, attack the fortress.
A clever elemental advantage, seemingly?
But Matilda counters. She uses her own winter magic, drawing directly on her mother Xenia's heritage, and creates an ice bridge.
It's a beautiful sequence. Shows her mastery of that blended heritage. Mother's winter magic, plus her own connection to the natural world.
A spectacular display of power and strategy proves she's way more than a messenger.
She's a force, shaping the battlefield landscape. She's adapting, innovating, using her powers in ways maybe even Xenia hadn't imagined.
Turning a disadvantage into victory. She's not just using magic, she's thinking with it.
Well put.
And in the chaos of that battle, tragedy strikes again. Bade, the god of war.
A profoundly emotional moment.
He sacrifices himself, steps in front of Warren's arrow, shielding Vincent and Matilda. Matilda holds him as he dies, and then she momentarily dies herself in Vincent's arms.
Yes. It's this double blow, heartbreaking. Bade's sacrifice, even though their salt vow is technically broken. It shows his deep, unconditional care for her.
Transcending oaths or politics.
It's loyalty born of genuine affection. And Matilda's temporary death, it highlights the immense cost of her powers, her deep connection to those she protects.
That connection makes her vulnerable in ways other gods maybe aren't.
I think so. It deepens her understanding of loss, of stakes, of mortality itself.
So she wakes up in the wasteland, soul separated from body.
A terrifying limbo.
And she even helps Bade's soul navigate his own nightmare to reach Adria. That's loyalty beyond death itself.
A powerful act, yeah. Showing her character.
But then she's confronted by the gatekeeper, the guardian.
The one who acknowledged her power earlier.
And he demands a price for her return to the living world. 7 years of service in the wastes.
Not just punishment, a cosmic transaction, as you said.
It's a stark reminder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Extraordinary power comes with an extraordinary cost.
Absolutely. That fundamental balance of this world. And her decision to serve, measured not in immortal time, but by Vincent's breaths.
Wow, that's specific.
It underscores that deep emotional tether to him, even across realms during this long, long absence. He literally defines the terms of her sacrifice and return.
So even someone who can defy death still has rules, prices to pay.
In the grand scheme, yes. It cements her unique position, bound by divine power, but also by mortal love.
After years there, she finds a way to send a letter to Vincent from the wasteland, using doorway magic.
An incredible feat, bridging that impossible distance. A beautiful, poignant symbol of their connection enduring.
And when she finally returns, we learn Adria has become the matriarch of the mortal realm, a new divine figure.
Yes, a significant shift in the pantheon, bestowing stars and crowns, marks of authority.
Yeah, she gives 2 stars, 2 crowns to Matilda, further solidifying her unique power.
This evolution of Adria, the gifting of stars, it's fascinating. It means Matilda's power isn't just inherent, her birthright.
Recognized, amplified.
Exactly. Recognized and amplified within the divine hierarchy in this new way. Adria's crown of stars, it's described as symbolizing unbreakable power.
Meaning her magic can't be stolen, corrupted.
Or stripped away, not even by Thiel, her father. It solidifies her as this powerful, self-possessed figure, truly belonging to herself.
Wielding this unique, integrated authority, combining realms.
It's the ultimate recognition of the identity she forged through all that trial.
So, stepping back, what does this all mean? Beyond just an incredible story, Matilda's journey is this phenomenal exploration of identity, isn't it?
Absolutely.
From that nameless child of mixed heritage, opposing forces, to a soul-bearing goddess who defies death, reshapes destiny, she constantly challenges the boundaries set for her.
Rises above them. It's a powerful statement about self-authorship.
Yeah.
And her story reminds us, I think, that true belonging isn't always about fitting neatly into boxes, into predefined categories or lineages.
She was both sky and the underworld, never fully fitting either.
Right. Yet she forged this powerful, unique path by embracing her full, complex self and her deep connections, especially with mortals like Vincent.
Finding strength because of her unique blend, not despite it.
Exactly. That your most authentic self is often found in those spaces between expectations.
Your story, The self-discovery, the resilience against immense loss, that unwavering loyalty, it's genuinely inspiring.
It really is.
It speaks to defining your own path, no matter the hurdles, and that strength comes from embracing your whole multifaceted identity.
Indeed. And her journey kind of asks us, doesn't it? In a world where even gods seem bound by fate, power, desire, how do we, like Matilda, find the courage to define our own legacy?
To truly belong to oneself.
Yes. And choose our own battles, our alliances, even if it means defying the established order around us.
What does it mean to wield your own unique blend of experiences, your powers, whatever they may be, to protect what you cherish?
And how do you forge an identity that's uniquely yours, even when the universe or society tries to slap a label on you? It's a lot to think about.
Definitely leaves you pondering. That's all the time we have for this deep dive into Matilda's world.
A truly rich narrative to explore.
Join us next time for another journey into the depths of fascinating stories.